Hello, welcome to Shmirchik Tarot. You experience all the impulsiveness. Yeah, so this reading is going to be about Putin. How he's doing. I'm sorry about the noise of my fridge. It just won't stop making a noise. So I don't know what to do about that. So I hope it doesn't drive you crazy. But, right, we're going to read. I hope you guys can hear. You can hear me? Hello? Yeah. Okay, so like that. What's up with Putin? How is he doing? What's going on in his personal life, right? So we'll start from there and then we'll branch out asking different questions. First, we'll ask how he's doing. Then we'll ask what's he like as a man, and etc., right? What's his relationship like with his daughters? What's his relationship like with his ex-wife, right? Okay, so without further ado, let us mix the cards. How is Putin doing? So I don't know if you can see, right? How's Putin doing? These cards are a bit big for my hands, but okay. Two of Swords reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. Oh boy. A lot of fighting, a lot of confusion. I think in his life now, how he's doing, he's a little bit of a mess, personally, within himself. Even though he feels like he's advancing to somewhere, but he's at war with everybody. He's on the attack. He's on the defense. We have here like Two of Swords. It talks about him not being able to make any decisions. He has lots of decisions to make, and he's very indecisive. And every choice that he sees is like the lesser of two evils, right? And I'm guessing this has to do with the war that's going on in Ukraine. Then we have here between Ukraine and Russia, Knight of Swords reversed, which talks about somebody who is not feeling in the most adventurous state, having miscommunications with everybody, somebody who is all over the place, a little bit scatterbrained, unable to do things quickly. I think he thinks he might have thought that it would have been quick war, but things are dragging out, right? Because like the Knight of Swords reverse is somebody who has no direction and disregarded the consequences that would have come with this war, and he feels like at this point, what's the reason why he's forgetting why he even started the war in the first place. And it could be also in his personal life as well, right? Then Five of Wands, needing to, lots of changes happening in his personal life, in his country, where it just talks about war, fighting, people not getting along, right? And lots of changes and disagreements and confusion. And he's like having a struggle within himself. He's not sure what's going on in his life. And it's as if he feels like he has Ten of Pentacles reversed. He thought he would have like hit the jackpot, but it looks like he's lost lots of money, and it seems like he's suffering in his personal life, losing money, lack of resources, and he probably has fighting within the family as well, regardless of whether it's his children, his ex-wife, his new girlfriend, his other children, whatever he has. Then we have things advancing, but he still feels like, okay, he's gaining control and his communication is picking up and he's advancing, and he's not going to give up the fight with the Five of Swords. He's going to continue his assault on the world, on Ukraine, on Ukraine, and he's just going to continue fighting, right? But he's open to communication, whatever that means, because the Eight of Wands, it's advancing and it's going somewhere, and it's lots of communication and travel and romance and infatuations and all different kinds of excitement, right? So I think regardless of what's going on, what war he's instigated, he's still going to have open to communication regarding the war, and in his personal life as well. He's not going to give up his flirtation and his pleasure. I think with the Eight of Wands, right? Like, it's communication, movement. Things are a lot of changing, lots of travel, and he's not afraid to overcome the problems, and he's going to continue fighting. So the next question would be, right? The next question would be, what's his feelings on Trump? What's his feelings on Trump? Is he happy that Trump got into the White House? Is he happy about Trump's win? We all know that Putin endorsed Kamala, but now that Trump is in the White House, is going to be in the White House, what's his feelings? What's his expectations? Is he happy that Trump got in? Like, or is he angry? You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's worried. He's losing sleep over what's going to happen with Trump, right? Eight of Pentacles, Five of Swords. He's ready to fight. And Six of Wands. He wants to persevere and win. He wants to win, and he wants to be recognized, and he wants to continue what he's doing for the future of his country, to regain some skills. I think he also feels like, regardless of whether he's losing sleep over Trump, I think that he is willing to fight for his country, and for, like, the Eight of Pentacles is to build for the future, right? And to fight for it and to get recognition for whatever he wants recognized, right? So I think that he's ready to, he thinks he might have to fight with Trump a little bit with the Five of Swords to get what he wants recognized. And with the Six of Swords, it's getting through something, traveling, going somewhere. He's willing to meet up, even though he realizes there's baggage from the past, and wherever he's going, he's going to have this troubles with the war and everything. But he wants to move on from there, and this gives me the thought of meeting Trump halfway, right? And Eight of Cups reversed, refusing to give up, and Five of Wands. I feel like when Trump gets in, I feel like if he feels like he's not going to, if Trump is not going to help him build for the future of his country, then he's going to refuse to give up the war with the Five of Wands. But he's willing to speak, right? With the Eight of Wands, he's open to communication. So on the one hand, he's having nightmares about what's going to be when Trump gets into office. But on the other hand, he sees it as opportunity with the Six of Wands to get through something, even though it's going to be lots of negotiating and two sixes. It's persevering. He thinks he can get through something. And with it, let me pull for the Eight of Cups reversed. It's like somebody who refuses to give up. What does he want to give up on? What is he refusing to give up on, Putin? What is Putin refusing to give up on? Balance, self-discipline, fairness, unexpected money. I think that he's not willing to give up on this war if he's gonna lose money in some way, right? I think that Putin might have gone into debt, and he's refusing to. If it's a bad deal for him and he's gonna lose money, he's gonna refuse to give up on the war to make a deal, and he's gonna continue the fight, right? Jealous woman. He's gonna refuse to give up on. I'm not sure what that means. I think that Putin loves his romances. Contracts, tough decisions, deceit, change, difficult situations, refusing to walk away. So I think at this point, like, he doesn't care if he's going to make an enemy out of Trump, right? Like, if it's not going to benefit him in some way if he's not going to get money out of it. Isolation, overthinking, prioritizing thoughts over deceit, over deeds, deceit, danger, caution advised, arguments, miscommunications. So, all right, the Eight of Cups, let's see. Reversed, fear of change, fear of loss, feeling something missing, running away, refusing to give up. Right. So, he's going to refuse to give up. He's afraid of changes that are going to come with Trump, and he's refusing to give up on his advances in this war. Like I don't think Putin will want to lose anything that he's already gained in this war, right? And especially if it has money involved, right? But overall, I don't see any. Most of the cards are not like negative towards Trump. It's just he's losing a little bit of sleep over it, but that's about it, right? And he's willing to negotiate, but I don't see much compromise on his part, right? Okay, let's go see. Right, so that was like how he feels towards Trump. He's ready to fight with Trump. He knows Trump is also a fighter, so right? Will Trump be able to end this war in Ukraine, right? Will Trump be able to make a deal with, not the devil, I don't know, Putin's the devil? Will Trump be able to make a deal with the devil, right, to end this war in Ukraine? Seven of Cups, delusions. I think Trump deluded himself with the Seven of Cups. Fantasy land, right? Ace of Pentacles, bad investment. Page of Cups, reversed. Disappointment. Four of Swords, reversed. Unable to hang it up, no. King of Pentacles. It's all going to boil down to money. I think it's going to be more difficult for Trump to settle this war because Putin's not willing to settle for anything less than what he wants. And it was a fantasy in Trump's mind, right? And I think that let me pull more cards. Emotional immaturity. Part of like how Trump was so confident that he was going to be able to settle this was partly immaturity on his part and delusion. Because the King of Pentacles is somebody who it's reversed, right? Somebody's a workaholic and materialistic and overindulgent, and somebody who is not willing to, stingy, not willing to lose any money in this game, in this fight. And I don't see, with the Four of Swords, it's reversed. I don't see Putin giving up the fight yet. Somebody who's refusing to relax, somebody who's going to continue until he's burnt out, you know? And Trump won't be able to give any real offer that will help Putin like end this war, right? I think it was a stupid promise on Trump's part to promise such a thing. But okay, we'll see, right? Let's explain more. Creation skills, work planet, unexpected money, new beginnings, fortune, wealth. The good wife, fancy lady, best friend will help you. It could be that a woman will be able to help settle this, whoever it is in Trump's government might be able to influence Putin. But dark, selfish, ambitious older man, a criminal, man of authority, great trouble in relationships, pure chance, the good wife, best friend will help you, new beginnings, contemplation, debate, secrecy, a cave. I think it all boils down to money at the end of the day. Money, inheritance. Perhaps if he bribed Putin in some way, they can finish off this war. And it might be done through a woman, who might go over to Putin and be able to sway him in some way, right? A woman on either side. It could be a woman who knows Putin or Trump, I think, right? From what I understand. This could all be bullshit. For entertainment purposes only, right? The next question would be, will the war end in Ukraine and Russia in Trump's presidency? Will it last another 4 years, or will the war end in Trump's presidency, right? The University Angel Spirit Guide, please answer. Will the war in Ukraine end in Trump's presidency? High Priestess, death. Yeah, it's gonna be over, but it's a high toll. You know, it's a big price they have to pay. Lots of death to make an end to that cycle and the beginning. Pluto, it's rebirth, right? So, yeah, the Chariot and Four of Pentacles reversed, holding on to the past, onto people, stinginess, right? I feel like a lot of it has to do with money. I don't know what happened there to start this war to begin with, but it all has to do with some sort of money, right? And because somebody wasted a lot of money, but I do see it ending. And then things moving forward, probably repairing, and it's going to be a rebirth for both Russia and Ukraine. So yeah, it will end in Trump's presidency. Because like you'd think, you know, like the war is already going on. How long? Almost 4 years? 3 years? 3 years. Now I want to ask about Putin and his ex-wife. What's their relationship like? Putin and his ex-wife. What's their relationship like? Five of Wands. Fighting. The world. It's over. All the fighting and the war, it's over. But they're still on the fence. She's still on the fence. Like, I feel like her confidence is probably completely crushed and destroyed. But like the relationship is pretty much over. And there's been lots of cheating and fighting and things going on behind each other's back, right? Sneaking around. It could be that I'd assume it was him who did all the sneaking and cheating behind her back. And then Two of Pentacles, creating something and having new opportunities and needing to make decisions for the future. Lots of projects, new projects and opportunities with the Two of Pentacles, right? Let's see. Two of Pentacles. Balance, juggling, emotional closure, time management decisions. She has lots of projects that she's focusing on. But I think that relationship is pretty much over, right? And that's that, you know. Who's going to gain more in this war? I wanted to ask this question about who will gain more. Will Ukraine still be independent from Russia? Will it still be mostly independent from Russia at the end of this war? Will Ukraine be independent from Russia in this war after this war is over? Ace of Swords, new beginnings. They're having an epiphany, right? It's like a deep realization, sudden realization of something very deep. It's like a breakthrough, brainstorm. Page of Wands reversed. and Ace of Wands reversed, boredom, and Ten of Pentacles. I think they're going to make a deal with money, right? Because the Page of Wands reversed is pushing things off before making, like, afraid of the unknown. Pushing things off because they're afraid of what's going to come of this war at the end, right? When there's a draw, right, they're going to have to get together. And with the Ace of Wands reversed, it's both fire, right? They're going to lose. It's going to be like very unfocused. And then what's going to bring it together to a close is the money. But like, who's going to end off on top, right? The Knight of Wands. Somebody's going to walk away. So who will it be? Let me ask my pendulum. Where's my pendulum? It's supposed to be here. Where's my pendulum? And I'm going to spend a half hour looking for it. So strange. Right? How could this be? I had it a second. Oh, here it is. Okay, so who's going to walk away? Will Putin... Okay, so the question is, who's going to be in charge of Ukraine? Will Putin be in charge of Ukraine at the end of this war? Will Putin be in charge of Ukraine at the end of this war? Will he have parts of Ukraine at the end of this war, that which he's already gained? Maybe. So he won't be in charge of Ukraine, but he will have probably parts of Ukraine. Like, maybe. Who's going to walk away? Will Zelensky be the one to walk away from this war in a stalemate? Will he be the one to initiate walking away from this war? Saying maybe. Will it be Putin? Saying maybe. Doesn't want to give me a clear answer. Okay. So, I guess they're both going to walk away, right? And somebody's going to get money. So the question is, will there be a mediator? Will there be a mediator? How will this war end? Tell me, how will this war end? Let's pull these cards. Let's just ask, how will this war end? And then we'll continue whatever, finding the gossip, the juicy gossip from what's going on in his life. How will this war in Ukraine and Russia end? How will this war in Ukraine and Russia end? Nine of Wands reversed. Two of Wands. So you guys can see more. Two of Wands upright. Someone gaining control and dominating. Knight of Swords through war, of course. And King of Wands. Somebody's going to have a temper. The Hierophant reversed. Unethical role reversals. It's going to be in an untraditional way. The war is going to end in an untraditional way. And there's going to be a mediator. And they're going to assess the damages and the devil. You're going to have to assess the damages. Let me pull these cards to see exactly how this war ends. Can you explain to us how this war ends? The devil is somebody who does things false, like lies about something, and lies and mistruths, obsessions, feeling tied, trapped, bound, stuck in patterns. Illusion, self-deception. Okay. I think I understand. Okay, so illusion, self-deception, imbalance, bad luck, depression, anxiety. Somebody's gonna get sick. Somebody's gonna lose the death of a loved one, and they're gonna end the war because of that, right? Somebody close to somebody's gonna die in this war. Probably somebody close to Putin or Zelensky. It could be they'll lose a woman that they love. Health problems. Some of them will get sick. Somebody close to them will die, get sick, or whatever over this. Or fall victim and get put in jail. Somebody will imprison somebody. I'm not sure who. And there's gonna be a victor. It's gonna be beating somebody. The stronger one's gonna win, right? So they're gonna be the one to decide how and when this war will end, and that is obviously Putin, because Russia's the stronger one. Even with Ukraine's all their strength, all their military help that they're getting, they're not as strong as Russia, right? And hope, jealousy, divorce, loved one moving away. I feel like somebody's gonna lose somebody, either in a death, either the end of a relationship, which will convince probably Putin, which will convince him to just bring this war to an end, right? 9 of Wands reversed. Been there, done that. On the fence, right? So this talks about how will this end, right? They're gonna be exhausted. It talks about pointless struggles. There's no point to the war anymore, right? They're gonna have gotten what they wanted, and there's no point. And I believe Putin's gonna end it, right? He's gonna gain control of the situation, fighting, doing it swiftly. I think this war is gonna end suddenly, when we least expect it. Just finish, and Knight of Swords. It's like the Wands. It comes in and goes quick. So it's gonna end quickly, I think, the fighting. And the King of Wands reversed. It talks about somebody who is weak and has anger problems and very impulsive and reckless, and it's gonna rush it. It's gonna be done in a very impulsive way. The war will end in a very impulsive, reckless, rushing way, and it's not going to be thought through, and it's going to be reckless and unethical things. It's just going to end in a very unexpected, abrupt way, with people needing to move on, recovery, and forgive, and move on through the pain, and try to get through this war. And it's all going to end because of, it's going to be suddenly, and it's going to end because of sudden endings of somebody close to probably Putin. It could be Zelensky also, but I might be wrong to either one of them. But I do believe Putin's the stronger one, so he'll end it, right? Because he's gonna, he's the one that's stronger, so he obviously can win if he wants to with the victory card, because he has nukes. But I think it'll reach a point where it's like, okay, there's no more point to this war. And then the devil, stuck in patterns, right? The devil, it's obsession, it's so I hope I'm not being, this could be all garbage, right? Like, which it probably is. The devil, Pluto, rebirth, self-defeating, severity. It's called self-sabotage, self-imposed change, the devil, controversy, excess, desire, temptation. And then Seven of Swords, needing to come clean and rethink his approach to this war. Yeah, so that's what I see for this war, how it's going to end. Now, let's go and see. Let's see. How's Putin's relationship with his kids? How's Putin's? I don't know how many kids he has. He could have kids with some younger woman, right? How's Putin's relationship? That's what I hear. How's his relationship with his children? All of them. Right? Oops. Queen of Swords, reversed. Angry. Three of Swords, reversed. Wow. I think if he has like older kids, right? They're probably very angry with him for some reason. They don't have the best relationship. The Three of Swords. The Devil, stuck in patterns. Toxicity. It's very toxic. And I wonder if it's about money, right? It talks about women who want to be self-sustaining, right? So lots of queens. So I feel like this woman, Queen of Pentacles, is probably talking about a woman that he's with romantically. The Queen of Swords reversed is probably his kids that don't like him. And then the King of Pentacles, protector. I feel like he is protective over his... I wonder if his older kids are angry with the new relationship he has with like a woman that is probably their age. I wonder if that is something that, right? Because he's just doing it for pleasure, right? With the Seven of Cups reversed. And it's causing them some sort of despair. And they're seeing things as it is. They're judging him for it. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if that is something that annoys his kids. The fact that he has a relationship with women. Or am I reading it completely wrong? Hope, romance, fantasy, comfort, challenge, gossip. Communicator, avoid confrontations. Two-faced. It could be that they feel their father is full of temptations and he likes to go with younger women or lots of women. And they feel their father's two-faced. Disapproval, yeah. I think they disapprove of the relationships that he has. And it could be that they also feel like the women in his life are taking money that belong to them. And they talk about it a lot and they gossip. Right? Taking reckless chances. Like they feel like their father takes chances with too many women. Graces unconventional routines. Couple lovers. Falls in love easily. So they feel like their father... It could be that Mr. Putin falls in love easily and he has impregnated... I wouldn't be surprised if there was a woman now who was pregnant with his child. With more children, right? Pregnancy in the family. Yeah. Sex card. It's all about sex. The Devil is also sex, toxicity. It's people who are stuck in patterns and all they care for is pleasure. And right? But like daughters, they don't need to worry about their father's finances because I think Putin's probably very wealthy. It's probably more than money. Right? Let me ask, does Putin have young children? Knight of Swords, young men. Ten of Cups, the happy family, complete happy family. I wonder after this, if like after the women that he just got pregnant, I wonder if he is putting an end. Like, okay, my family's complete. I'm over, done with. I'm not gonna have more kids. But the Nine of Cups reversed, it's about unhappy, unsatisfied. You know, overindulging, and he likes. I think Putin likes to like have kids and overindulge in everything. You know, with the devil. Like the devil, it's like overindulging. It's toxic. It's just loving and pleasure and stuck in the same patterns, right? So it could be that he might feel like he's still young, or he has kids that are young, that are keeping him young, and he can feel at sometimes that he's happy with his family life, but then it's just not enough for him, right? Okay. Yeah, that's all I got for you with Putin, with what I see from Putin. And if you guys have any questions that you would like me to ask in the future about politics or whatnot, then you can always put in the comment section down below. Feel free to subscribe or to unsubscribe. And yeah, that's all I have for now, right? I've been wanting to do this reading for a long time, but I just never got down to it. So yeah, so feel free to, if you have any suggestions for what I can read, like politically in the future, then feel free to comment in the comment section down below. And this is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. It's probably all a bunch of bogus. Like it's probably not true. Any of this is probably has nothing of truth about the situation at hand at all. So just keep that in mind, for entertainment purposes only. And yeah, so feel free to subscribe, unsubscribe, to like or to not to like, and feel free to also comment. Okay, bye.